What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 154, and we start today's episode off with a squad report. Of course, we finished transfer window in the last episode. We're now into September, so here's a look at the squad report and seeing how the players are doing. And a reminder for you guys, squad reports and the full league table are shown at the start of every single calendar month in game. And yeah, here's a squad report. As you can see, we've done quite a bit of business during the summer transfer window. We've signed a few players, we got rid of a few players, so the squad's changed a little bit since last year. Courtois, by the way, is up to an 88. Not sure if you saw that at the start. Courtois is now an 88 rated goalkeeper, so he's already gone up by 1. Robinson's up to a 79. Darlow just continues to grow and grow. Barkley's now an 84. The players continue to grow. There's only two who are decreasing in terms of stats. That's Dawson and Bale. And Bale is not a real surprise. I mentioned it in the last episode. When a player hits 30, they just have to decrease in stats, don't they? EA? No players ever got better after the age of 30. But yeah, Bale begins to decrease in stats, which really does suck because, you know, he's played a couple of games for us this season already and he's looked unbelievably good. He really does deserve that 90 rated player status. He's such an awesome player, yet he still apparently deserves to get his stats downgraded, and I just don't understand it, you know, because that's the weird thing, you know. It's not like he's even playing badly. Like, if a player's playing badly, then I'll accept that, you know, he deserves to have his stats decreasing, but, you know, when he's playing good, I don't really understand. You know, you can see him there, he's in form, yet he's still decreasing in stats. I don't know. But anyway, we take on Watford for today's first game here. Of course, we only played 2 games in the league, but it's still very, very important for us to get off to a good start, really. As I said, this year we have to challenge for the title. With the money we spent in free transfer windows, if we don't challenge for the title this year, then there's no way we're keeping our job, because quite frankly, we spent so much money. Daniel Levy expects a good return, not only in the cup competitions. Last year we won the FA Cup and Europa League. This year we've already won the Community Shield and the Cup of Europe, but we can't just rely on the cup competition. We've got to do it in the league as well. Last year we scraped into 4th. We need to do better than that. So we take on Watford here, and I fancy my chances really at Vicarage Road. I didn't really fancy Watford to cause us too much of a problem, but to be honest, I couldn't take anything for granted. And the first chance would actually fall to Watford, and it was a free kick right on the edge of the area here. Really good chance, and it was in the 9th minute. It was struck, but thankfully for us, Courtois made a very good save and he held onto it as well. So Watford the first chance. The second chance would fall in the 12th minute though. Gareth Bale makes a great interception on his man and used his agility to get around his man, showing no signs that he's 30 years old. It's a fantastic piece of agility. Wonderful strike as well, but a great save by the goalkeeper, and it's still Watford 0, Spurs 0. So Bale almost scoring a nice goal there, but unfortunately the score is still scoreless. And from the corner, it's crossed in by Lamela towards the head of Leal Gutierrez. It's up in the air. Draxler wins it, flicks it towards Gareth Bale, who shoots. It's a good block. Unfortunately for us, Gutierrez stays down injured, but thankfully he is able to run it off. But in the 41st minute, another good chance for Watford goes begging as a corner goes straight to Draxler on the edge of the area. One of the worst corners you'll see. Ericsson chips the ball over the top towards Connor Wickham, and suddenly Connor Wickham is bearing down 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. He rounds him and just about squeezes the ball into the bottom corner there. I got very, very lucky. I decided to round the goalkeeper, do something different as opposed to just smashing it in with ease, and I got very lucky because I put a bit too much power on the flick to take around the goalkeeper, and he actually had to dive and sort of like slide, if you will, make a slide tackle to get to the ball in order to convert the chance. So Wickham gets the goal and it's 1-0 to us here just before half time, and in the 45th minute it could have been 2-0. Gareth Bale gets down the right hand side, lovely little ball spin here, gets onto his left foot, but again his shot is just not going to find the back of the net. It goes over the bar and it's still 1-0, but Bale was performing very well in the first half, and in the second half we made a change here. Draxler came off for Sturridge. Did have a couple of players rested for this game. As you guys could see, we played in the Copa Europa on Friday night. This was on Sunday, so quite a few players were on light greens, you would have seen at the start, so I did rest a few players. Sturridge was one of those, but I decided to bring him off the bench because I wanted to make sure we get a 2-goal cushion. I wasn't feeling comfortable with one, and in the 61st minute a great ball forward found Lamela. Lamela found Daniel Sturridge, but unfortunately his shot went just wide of the post, so Sturridge almost making an immediate impact there, but it was still 1-0. From this corner in the 68th minute, it's crossed in towards Cher. He hits the bar and his follow-up header is saved and it's cleared away by Watford, so still 1-0. We had all the pressure in this game. It was only going to be a matter of time before we would score the second goal, surely. And in the 77th minute, it's a great ball forward by Ericsson, Wickham I think it was. He finds Barkley, he crosses the ball in, and there is Daniel Sturridge, who came off the bench to head it past the goalkeeper. and make it Watford 0, Spurs 2 with 12 minutes to go. So Sturridge gets the goal, nice little pass through to Barkley and a lovely little cross into Daniel Sturridge there, and it's 2-0 to Spurs. So Watford really didn't turn up, to be honest. They had an early chance, but other than that they didn't really threaten Courtois at all, and because of that, all it took was just one chance for us to surely be taking the 3 points. But I certainly wanted a second goal and we got it there, and the 82nd minute habit is for a lovely little passing move. The ball eventually gets played through to Connor Wickham, really good chance here. Wickham keeps on going, chips the goalkeeper, but it goes onto the roof of the net, and the game would finish at 2-0. So that would have been a lovely goal to cap off the game, but it does finish at 2-0. So we get the win. We also get the clean sheet, which is very important to me because last year we didn't keep too many of those, and I'd certainly like to keep a few more clean sheets this year. But a 2-0 victory, very happy with it, and yeah, we do indeed get another 3 points. So the start of the season has been very, very good for us, and we want to continue. We've won all of our games so far, and that is just a lovely feeling. After that, we saw that we get a news article saying that we got delight over Bale because we're heaping praise on the Welshman because he's so good. As you can see, his form is excellent. And again, I was going to make a point about how the stats continue to decrease for Bale for no reason whatsoever because he's in fantastic form, other than the fact he's hit 30. But I'm not going to keep complaining about it now. I'll shut up about it now. But I just find it so annoying. I mean, yes, of course, physical stats will decrease when you get older, but even so, you can't understand why it's so rapid. You know, literally as soon as they hit 30. But anyway, in the following game, we took on Notts County here, and I will shut up about it now. I promise, because it must frustrate the hell out of you guys. But I'm sure there's a few of you that agree with me. But anyway, the following game was against Notts County here in the Capital One Cup. So we take on the Football League side. Not sure whether they're a League 1 or League 2 side in the game, but they're not a Championship. I already checked. But we take on Notts County at White Hart Lane regardless. And of course, we did rest the majority of players for this game. In fact, we rested every player because, quite frankly, we felt very confident about our chances. I couldn't really see there being a huge upset on the cards here. So lots and lots of fringe players to get their chances to prove themselves. Of course, and there would be some first team players that were sort of fallen from grace a little bit, fallen off the team sheet, that would have a good chance to get themselves back in as well. One of those was Danny Welbeck, and he'd get a good chance in the first few minutes. In the 17th minute, he rounds Hollis there, goes through one-on-one, chips the goalkeeper, and it's a great finish into the back of the net. So Welbeck makes it Spurs 1, Notts County 0, and in the 17th minute, Danny Welbeck gets the goal with the first chance, and Notts County look like they'd be in for a long evening. And the following chance would fall here in the 25th minute. A cross into the box is cleared away, only as far as Thompson. Thompson gets onto the ball for Notts County, crosses the ball in, and Nangel's header is brilliantly saved by Carl Darlow. So Notts County almost scoring a shock equaliser there by our goalkeeper, our backup goalkeeper, who's been a great signing for us. Makes a very good save there. Gets down very quickly to his post and tips the ball wide. But to be honest, not much happened in this game. And in the second half, we made a double substitution early on. Townsend and Bennett, that free agent left back I signed in the summer, came on here. So Townsend and Bennett come on, and straight as they come on here, we have a chance for both of those to link up and possibly get a goal, because we have a free kick which Leo Chambers gives to Glenn Robinson. Robinson stops the ball, gets onto his right foot, chips it over towards Bennett. First time crossing, the goalkeeper parries and it falls to Townsend, but he can't squeeze the ball in. So it would have been amazing to have those two linked up straight away, but it was still 1-0 in the 90th minute here. How about this? An instinctive shot by the Notts County man has to be tipped over by Darlow. What an incredible goal that would have been. First time strike, but it's 1-0 in injury time. Notts County had a great chance to equalise. The cross comes in from the corner, it's towards the head of the number 13, and he heads the ball over the bar from point blank range. What a huge miss, and the game finishes at 1-0. So it was kind of relief at White Hart Lane come the end of the game, because it was so comfortable, and then suddenly in the 90th minute there was that instinctive first time shot when we gave the ball away, and that corner should have been converted. I'm not sure who the player was who missed a chance, but I'll tell you what, he's going to have nightmares about that through the season, because that would have took the game to extra time, and to be honest, he really should have scored. It was about 4 yards out, and the header, he was the favourite and he got there first, and he really should have scored. But anyway, we do go through to the next round, and that's fantastic news for us. After that, Sturridge is concerned he didn't get into the first team against Notts County, which is hilarious. And also Guterres wants a new contract. And the last thing you'll see is we had two qualifiers here with France. They were against Portugal and Belgium, and we won both of those games. And as you'll see by the group table, we have indeed qualified for the Euros. That comes at the the end of the season. So we have qualified with France, and that should be a good fun tournament to play. And we actually drew the game against Belgium, sorry about that, but even so, we remained undefeated for the whole of the group, and we're through to the European Championships at the end of the season. The last thing you'll see is our Champions League group table. We have Inter Milan, we have Red Bull Salzburg, and we also have Spartak Moscow. So as always guys, big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please do like, it's much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out. And I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode tomorrow, and here is a preview of that episode. because it's not all about points as well. It's also about showing the opposition that we're here to challenge for your title. We want to take it from you, and we want to make sure that come the end of the season we are sitting top of the table. So it's a massive early title contender clash, there's no doubt about it. And of course we do take on possibly the strongest side in England at the moment in Chelsea, and of course they've got one of our former players in Lloris. We've got two of their former players in Courtois and Gareth Bale, so would any of those players be involved in any goals? Who knows. But the first chance of the game would fall in the 31st minute. Christian Eriksen gets on the ball here